Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He's got his man.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Williams looking for a man. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The aerial assault continues. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Tigers are marching down the field. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And now on second down for this offense. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State.
And they get the sack just like that. LSU quick to the line. He's back to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Golden. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they're not on the same page there.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Bounced right back to them. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown LSU! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Quinn. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quarterback will audible. Now he's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On fourth down, looking to pass. They're trying to get to it. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Going to the running game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia State 17.
LSU ready to put it away and open this second half.
Set to advance on the football.
Fair catch called for and made. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The short hands, it's Harrison. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Georgia State.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it inside the 35. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got loose, it was all over. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, LSU 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. LSU right back to the line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks.
And it's picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams will pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They'll line up to go for 2. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 15.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's looking for a man on second down. He slings it deep to the left. And he hauls it in inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. First down to start the drive after the break. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the punishment has been extended.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.